poison your ass. I mean, I got the Mike Williams. That might got cooties. Welcome to another 5 Witty podcast. Clyde will say the third, aka the Phoenix.
Bobby Tim's in the building, man. It's the original two again.
Hey, it last to walk.
Everybody said fuck us.
Well, we ain't say all that.
Nah, I'm just.
You know, life is life.
I know everybody got plans, and like you said, life is life. But we are good in here, man. We got it. We're gonna hold it down like we've always done.
Cause I want to give content to you guys watching home consistently, and be much advised that you're gonna get a lot more stuff more frequently.
Yeah.
You got the wine toss coming more at a more frequent rate. Got some more ladies lounge out there too. Shout out to IC Lou, and more from her and her group of people that she brings on, and JD Hill, and of course wine talk with Calandra, and of course Miss Whitney Easterly. So be on the lookout for all this stuff.
Yeah, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all individuals too, man, for actually coming on to the channel and expanding the family. So
no, for real. Shout out to Rico.
Rico, what's happening, boy?
Enjoy God. I know you at church and stuff like that. Do what you need to do. Come back and bring your ass back on the podcast. We hit you in the baby seat right here.
Booster.
In the booster for real. Not even a high chair. Right there on the ground at the kiddie table.
Oh, boy, y'all was killing me the other night on them text
Hey, man. He started shit.
Bro, when you said that one where dude got out that truck, oh my God, bro, that took me out.
Yeah, man.
I was like, oh my God.
Much love, Rico. We both short as fuck, but you still the shorter man.
That shit was crazy.
I'm 5'6", barely, and you barely 5'2".
Hey, man, I know this may not be long-lived, but how about the motherfucking Celtics, boy?
Yeah, they coming back.
They hanging on by a thread.
As of this recording, granted, this may come out a little bit later.
Yeah.
The Celtics was down 0-3.
They was 0-3
Now they pushing Game 7.
Game 7.
So as of this recording, they could potentially be in the finals with the Nuggets.
Could be, man. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. If they go to the finals, man, I'm gonna go ahead and.
He gonna finally watch.
No, I've actually been watching. I've been watching since they started the comeback.
I was going to say, because the people who have seen these prior podcasts, they know you have not been watching.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Last night was
thrilling.
Was major.
Gotcha. 1 point.
That was crazy to me. That was crazy.
Hey, well, they appreciate you coming back and putting eyes on the particular material.
I may be the reason they was losing because I wasn't watching.
Hey, now you are the ticket.
So I got to watch Monday for us to go to the championship.
Hey. We'll see if it works.
Man. If they go to the ship, man, I'm going to bring that Bird jersey back out, man.
Gonna dust it off?
I'm going to dust it off and bring it on out, man.
Already.
Bring it on out. The throwback mix.
I'm glad that the playoffs are thrilling for those particular fan bases.
Yeah.
It's always good to see new eyes, new people, and just new scenarios, new storylines being played out in sports.
It's good to see new teams actually go to the ship.
Yeah.
Because to me, personally, it just gets old seeing the same fucking teams repeat.
Yeah.
I understand you have so much talent on one squad. Cool. Yeah. But, like you just said, I like to see newcomers, man.
Yeah, man.
It makes it more exciting.
And also, when the deal is finally done, that's just new people in history books who got a championship underneath their belt.
Right.
Because a lot of these individuals and guys have worked their asses out to get to that particular level.
Right.
Put in the work that they need to just to be a good contribution to the overall solution.
Right.
And here you are, hoisting whatever trophy you insert, the league.
Right.
And here they are in the record books for that franchise. Everywhere they go, they all tell them, no, man, don't worry about it. Your money's no good here. You good.
Right.
It's on the house. Because, you bring championship to the city. Everywhere you go, they kissing your ass.
Yeah. You got the keys to the city.
Always. No. Yeah, man. As long as you act like a fool, you know what I'm saying? Don't embarrass yourself. Yeah, don't. That my motherfucker.
Let's speak on him real quick.
Real quick. As this recording, he fucking up.
Just real quick.
He fucking up again. He dumb. Idiot.
I have one question.
Go ahead. What's the question?
You making millions.
280
millions a year, man.
Yes, sir.
You made it out. You made it to the NBA.
Yes, sir.
Your background really doesn't show any street activity.
No, not at all. He didn't come from that kind of lifestyle.
No, bruh.
For some reason, though, he just wanted to be in that.
Why fuck your whole career up? Potentially.
Yeah.
over some stupid shit. Like, people out here that's really doing that shit,
Yeah.
I don't think they like doing it.
Well, there's a piece of that they love the lifestyle because they do it every day. The grind,
but
fast money.
I don't think, okay, looking over your shoulder all the time,
No,
having to potentially hurt another individual.
of course. But with that said, though, I would just
Looking
say
at jail time.
there's definitely what you're saying and where you're going to is right. They want to get out of that lifestyle. For the most part, yeah, they want to work themselves out of that scenario. However, there's still a piece of them that loves what they're doing. They get a thrill out there. It's all about personality and chemistry. It's a lot of shit going on.
And maybe that's why Ja Morant doing it, because he getting a thrill out of acting.
Of course, because he may. I mean, I don't know the man personally, but it could be
23, so he's still young.
Nah, I shoot him no bail because he know better. He was raised a certain way. He know better.
True.
I think it's a personality thing where he may be just a born individual, and it's the only way he can make himself interesting to others.
Find another way, brother.
Yeah, get a skill trade or something.
Yeah.
Invest your money in something else to keep you more busy outside the realms of basketball.
Go walk dogs or something, bro.
I mean,
Like,
get invested in some kind of. I'm really suggesting take his
your
money.
community.
That part.
Like, go fund some schools. Go
Something.
help some kids get through a summer camp, basketball camp. Go do something positive, man. Because that shit you on right now is some bullshit.
There's only one way that's just gonna end for him.
Yeah,
to continue that
man.
particular
You
lifestyle.
gonna fuck around and lose everything.
Shit,
Trying to glorify some dumb shit that you ain't
lose
even
his
come
fucking
from.
life.
You know what I'm saying?
He gonna into the wrong motherfuckers.
I hope not, man. I hope he get it together before it's too late.
It wouldn't shock me, sir. It wouldn't shock
You
me.
might see him on the episode of Beyond
First-
Scared Straight.
No, he passed them days. I might see him in the first 48.
Ah, nah, we don't
I don't want that either.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
But, I mean, he passed the days of Beyond Scared Straight. He ain't 19, he ain't 17, 16.
But yeah,
But get your shit together, John Morant.
for real. But
Outside of that, man, how are you overall?
I'm good, man. I'm a little tired.
Man,
You know, the grind never stops.
yeah, the man works a lot.
The grind never stops. I'm a little tired, but I'm glad I made it here today.
Yeah.
Second week in a row. I ain't done that in a while.
No, because you do put in, hey, shout out to you because we all know you work.
Yeah.
But like I said, without this man, there will be no channel. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, man. But I'm good overall. I'm glad to be here. Got a nice day planned for the fam after this, so
Already.
I'm gonna be chilling, getting ready for the holiday, man.
I'm assuming you're going to be outdoors getting some fresh air.
Most definitely, man. I gotta get them kids out the house, bro.
Yeah, man. Get that sun on their skin.
Gotta get that vitamin D in them.
Yeah, man.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, the sun is natural vitamin D.
No, for sure. And of course, you being black, your body is built for that stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna help that
Yeah, we got you.
I was about to say melatonin.
No, sir. That puts you to
It's gonna help
sleep.
that what melanin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, I've been good, man. How about yourself?
Like you, grinding, trying to maintain, dig myself out of these financial holes because, like I said on the post, if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I believe in something bigger than myself.
Yeah.
And you have to do the work because God can give you the resources. You just got to do the work to get to the next level. And so, with that said, I've invested a lot in this particular aspect of my life, and other things that happen in life where, hey man, finances is just what it is, and I'm still trying to just grind to make sure I keep things afloat. So I've been working my ass off just like you, getting 3, 4, 5 hours at the most of sleep a night, just because once I get off work, I gotta do some more work, and then I gotta give me my little workout, even if it's at the house. I cannot go to sleep without putting some kind of work in regards to my body. And then, of course, checking emails, promoting this channel, promoting myself independently, making connections and trying to make shit happen at them late night hours or whatever. And then, of course, dinner be around 10:30 at night sometime.
That's dinner?
That's dinner because by the time I get settled, I gotta eat. Still gotta eat. Gotta make my lunch for the next day. And then, obviously, I may get into bed around midnight. 1 o'clock sometime.
Right back at it at 5.
And get up around 7, 6 o'clock, depending on the time I get my body wake myself up. But it is. I'm not mad at it. I learned to enjoy the journey. The destination is the destination. That's going to be there. But I'm really enjoying the journey. And I implore you guys at home, we've kind of talked about this in previous podcasts. If you wake up every day with a sense of purpose, man or woman, enjoy the journey. And you know what I'm saying, when you get to the destination, you realize all that was really, it was worth it. Whatever that you may have went through. Especially if you're out here hustling and really putting in the work going towards something, enjoy the process.
I put that on my Facebook status the other day, man. I said, if you woke up today, you already won.
Yeah.
And that probably went over a lot of people's head because I ain't get too many likes, but I don't give a fuck about that. But, yeah, man, if you woke up today, you already won because you got the same 24 hours as the next man.
Yep.
It's just what you choose to do with it depends on where you gonna land. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So if you woke up, you won.
I was having a conversation with someone, and I've had this conversation with this person, consistently here lately. And they broke it down as, I don't know the author who said this, but the way they structured it is, when you wake up, basically have 3 to 4 work days in one day. So for myself, personally, yeah, I go to work and have my main job, but once I get off, that's one day of work done in my 24 hours. I'm transitioning to the second part of my work day.
For sure.
And now that's whatever I'm doing. And then when I get home, finally getting to the house, all right, that's my third work day within that one work day where I'm doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
And then that fourth work day, I'm preparing for the next full work day, the next day. But I've had 4 work days in one work day.
Yeah.
And you keep putting those things together.
If you got goals, you got to kind of work like that. But I mean, if you satisfied with your 9 to 5 and that's what you want to do with your life, and
then you have success is yours.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Success is yours. If that's what you're doing, and this once again, we spoke about this too in previous episodes. We all here for a certain purpose.
Right.
Everyone can't be the CEO or running this particular corporation or have these various aspects of revenue income.
You gotta have some Indians. Can't all be cheap.
Yeah, and so, if you are in the position where you literally have a secure location as far as where you work, you paying your bills on time, you're not too much in debt, and you are like watching your television when you want to watch it, eating the food that you want to eat when you want to eat it, your kids are straight.
Shit, sound like a happy life to me.
There you go, and you have a decent house. Then life, you've succeeded. Because, there's millions of people below you. Not saying you're better than these people. I'm saying, like, from a socio-economic situation, God has been great.
Yeah.
So, enjoy your blessings. Realize what you have in front of you and live in the moment.
Most definitely.
Especially live in the moment.
Most definitely.
Tomorrow will be there. Yesterday's already passed. Live in the moment. Enjoy that shit.
Whew.
No,
it's kind of hard to do sometimes, but
no, for real though. But man, because now myself being 40, I'm at the midway point of my life in theory. But I know in another 20 years, I'm gonna have more sunsets behind me than I have in front of me.
Most definitely.
And so, with this lesson I've learned early in life, I really appreciate the present. Like. So many different things. When I wake up, that bird chirping, just seeing squirrels in my backyard, or just that fresh air when you walk out the house. I enjoy that shit.
Peace. That's called peace.
Yes, sir. I enjoy that shit.
Yeah, man.
This cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It's good. Delicious.
It seems like the older you get.
It's come maturity.
The older you get, the more you appreciate the smaller shit.
For real.
Cause like when you're young, you just out trying to get it. You just looking at
for the most part,
you're not really looking at the bigger picture, but you are.
Life is passing you by.
Yeah.
You
just trying to grab. You got to. But when you get older, you just slow down and kind of enjoy the ride a little more.
Yeah. Because granted, for the most part, yes, that is definitely true for a lot. And like I said before, me and you, we've learned lessons early on in life because of various reasons what we went through in life.
Yeah.
And so, which is a good thing and a bad thing because we went through what we went through. We had to learn early. However, on the other side of that particular curse, the blessing is you realize what really matters in life. And you can have much more time to really appreciate those things in life.
And as I got older, I didn't regret none of it.
No.
I'm glad it happened.
Okay.
It put me where I'm at today.
Correct.
Mentally and just spiritually all together. Like I'm glad to be where I'm at today. So those past lessons taught me some things, and it may have broke my heart back in the day, but it definitely fixed my vision.
So with that said, because you had threw this in the chat about just the old days and your childhood memories and shit like that.
Yeah.
What are some like things that you just remember from your childhood that you just like, man, those are the good times, or I really enjoyed those particular parts of my childhood?
Man, one thing from my childhood that I just remember is actually, first off, just being a kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not having to rush and grow up, just enjoying my childhood. Like, but one thing I remember, man, that I really enjoyed was like me and my cousin, we stayed like literally right around the corner from each other. And he always had his basketball goal out in the street.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Put it on the curb?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole street be a basketball court.
Yeah, for real.
Man, it just used to be me, him, and like all the other kids from the neighborhood, man. We would just meet up every day. Who hooping today?
Yeah.
You be sorry to the motherfucker, but you just out there enjoying your childhood, man. I miss them days, man, because I ain't had no concerns, no nothing. Just be a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I miss them days, man. They were some good days.
Well, one thing I still enjoy this particular intellectual property, as they say in Hollywood, Transformers. I kind of mentioned this real quick in the chat. As a child, cartoons was real big, obviously, for any kid. Sure. And so I remember as a young man, or young boy, a fucking toddler, Transformers, Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee.
You might laugh at me when I say this.
Okay, you don't tell me you don't know. You know what Transformers are. Go ahead.
I never seen
not one
Transformer
G1
never
Transformer episode.
Never.
God damn.
I honestly did not know about Transformers
until the movies. Sam Witty and shit. Which is a terrible introduction to the Transformers franchise. And so if you know who the fuck I'm talking about, and you know what I'm talking about, you understand that them movies, graphically, from a CGI standpoint, on point. But from a narrative standpoint, no sir. But go ahead.
I got something that's kind of close.
What you gonna say?
Power Rangers, boy.
No, hold on. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. I'm gonna transition to that too. That's later on. That's later on. But this is in the 80s and early 90s. Well, late.
It had to be mid 80s.
Well, 84 when the Transformers came out.
Mid 80s.
However, I was born that same year, so I didn't really understand what was going on until like 2 or 3 years old. So 87, 88, when I was still watching those episodes, I started to realize what was going on. So I just remember just watching those Transformers, at the time, cartoons, and that's when you start learning what bravery was and being a leader and good and bad.
Right.
It was simple.
Right.
It was no message behind trying to make, as a kid, make you be gay or...
Man.
Transformers didn't have sexuality problems. You know what I'm saying? Optimus Prime wasn't trying to put robot dick in his mouth. It wasn't about spilling oil on his fucking head. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
It was just... you know what I'm saying? It was about literally fighting the Decepticons.
Right. You had one mission.
Yeah, man, because we're trying to save it, because at the time they had crash landed, they was on Earth and whatever. And so it was just about the battle between these individuals on Earth.
Right.
And shit like that. But anyway, Transformers was big when I was a little kid. Also, now, I may be a little different in this particular aspect, but horror movies were really big as a child. Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, and shout out to Chucky and Child's Play. That shit was just big to me. And even Pinhead, Hellraiser.
Bro.
I was introduced to horror early. My father, there's one movie, and y'all, it's a really B movie now. It's called The Shocker.
Never seen it.
You never will see it. But he was basically a prison inmate who I think he was on, if I remember correctly, he was on death row. He went to go to the electric chair, and they thought he killed him, but he didn't die. And if I remember correctly, he was in the prison basically shocking motherfuckers. Cause for somehow, I don't know how it happened. I gotta go back and watch this shit. The energy given to him from the electrical current, and they tried to fry his brain. He was just shocking motherfuckers, if I remember correctly.
So he was on some John Coffey type shit.
Yeah. But yeah, the shocker. If you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's a black dude too. But it was just, I remember as a young man, well, at the time I keep saying young man. Shit, the shocker. It had to be 80s. This nigga said the 60s. Man, if you don't shut your ass up, this dude said the 60s. No, sir. The 60s. It was a standard definition. HD was nowhere near at the time, but I'd say it'd been the early 90s. I won't say the movie came in the early 90s. I remember being like 6, 7, no more than 8. Because my father was murdered when I was 8, so it had come out before he was murdered. So I want to say I was like 5 or 6 when that movie came out.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
The Shocker. It's an old man. You never go back and watch this shit. You probably can't even find a copy of this motherfucker.
YouTube.
They say they catalog. YouTube they got a lot of shit, but I don't know if they got that movie. And another thing, real quick, is cereal in general. Cause like
Saturday mornings,
eating the box of cereal,
cartoons, it was so cohesive.
And having the box of cereal right there, you turn the motherfucker around,
playing the puzzles and all
whatever they have in the back.
Yeah,
those things like that. I just remember those shits.
Do cereal still have toys?
No.
I don't know because I don't buy cereal like that.
No, not to my knowledge. I buy cereal and I don't know any toys. Hell no, you know different. With COVID just happening too, they don't want your hands in boxes of cereal like that because that motherfucker used to be the thing.
It wasn't in the cereal though. It was on. I always saw it at the bottom of the box, up under the bag.
You may be right, but I could have sworn they put. You could be right. I do think they used to put the shit inside the cereal. You could be right. I could be wrong in that. But anyway,
they used to put the shit inside the Cracker Jack box. It used to be like the little shit in there.
Okay,
whatever they had.
Maybe we're getting the mind that. But I just know yes, toys used to be in cereals back in the day. No, today no.
Damn, man.
I ain't seen the toy in a cereal box in a long ass time.
Yeah, these kids.
Even the shit on the back of the cereal box, there's more ingredients and maybe some encouraging words.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I don't think they do the same puzzle mazes and shit like that. It used to be like crossword puzzles and shit in the motherfuckers. Yeah, a lot of options in them, depending on the brand.
What was your favorite cereal as a kid?
Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Trix, Fruity Pebbles. I became a Golden Graham motherfucker later on.
Oh shit.
Honeycombs too was good too with a little sugar. Now the basics were Frosted Flakes. And you start mixing the cereals together at one point too.
Yeah, man. I was a Captain Crunch type.
No, shout out to Captain Crunch.
Peanut butter.
Nah, that came later.
Tear your motherfucking the roof of your mouth up.
You right.
Should be raw as hell, but you steady eating.
But at one point they didn't have that option. You had the standard Captain Crunch.
And you talking about the little yellow square?
Yeah. That was what they had at one point, just the red box or the yellow box, whatever it was. I think it was yellow. But anyway, that came later. But no, that's where I kind of remember my earlier memories of being a child. And even just the toys were different. The Toys R Us kid commercial was true.
R.I.P. Toys R Us.
No, seriously.
I heard they're trying to make a comeback.
I be hearing about the shit, but I don't know where it goes.
It'll never be the same.
But there's 1,000 toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From toys to trains and video games. There's a million toy stores there is.
Remember this? KB Toys?
KB Toys was the other option, yeah.
That was my go-to. Because we always went to the mall.
Yeah.
And I used to collect model cars.
Already?
They had a whole selection of that shit. Man, I used to love going to KB Toys.
Shout out to KB Toys.
But I used to buy. Well, I didn't used to buy.
You ever say you nigga had a job back then? Damn, hustling your whole life. God, don't say less. This little boy in the wire. On that sofa and shit.
Nah, man, my parents used to buy me my little action figures from Toys R Us.
Already?
I had every Power Ranger, bro.
There you go. Speaking of Power Rangers, the Black Ranger, of course, was us representation.
Yeah, but my favorite was Tommy.
Yeah, of course.
The White Ranger.
Yeah, of course.
Cold.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he did just.
Yeah, he self-deleted.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I think that was last year.
Yeah, it was last year. I remember that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Stress.
Another one died too. The Pink Ranger, the little Chinese chick.
No, that was yellow. She was yellow.
Was she yellow? Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were kind of not saying racist, but the Black Ranger were black.
Yeah.
The Yellow Ranger was yellow.
The Blue Ranger was.
That was Billy.
It was one Black Ranger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nah, it was two. Because the black girl came later on as the Pink Ranger.
Man, but that was later on. That's a different generation.
No, it wasn't. It was in the same generation. It was in the 90s.
I'm not saying that, but
on Netflix.
You're right, but I'm saying I could be told for a timeline reason. I don't think they coexist at the same time.
No, but the what you saying, the original Power Rangers,
yes.
It was just one.
Yes, they could have too many of us saving the world.
Yeah, his hairline was fucked.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Did you like Captain Planet?
I did.
Oh, really?
I used to watch that at my grandma's house after school, man. It was Captain Planet. I used to watch some weird shit, man.
Everybody's watching. It was weird.
You remember Underdog?
Yeah.
I used to watch Underdog.
Shout out to Doug, Rugrats.
Oh, man, Rugrats, that's irreplaceable, man. We gonna go real deep later on, but to see if you remember some shit. But Rugrats, have you seen the new Rugrats?
No.
I call them carpet rats, bro, because they not the same. It's like they
carpet rats.
4D, they fake like that. Shit look weird.
The animation is definitely a little modern.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I be telling my kids all the time, they be want to watch Rugrats. These ain't the real Rugrats.
No, Tommy Pickle a little different nowadays, huh?
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, he tripping. All of them look way different. Some shit you just don't need to fuck with. Leave it original.
Before we transition and reset here, you want to promote anything real quick? I got some samples over there. You want to talk about those, right?
Yeah, man. I've rolled out some brownies on Craving Cookies. Holler at me on Facebook, Craving Cookies, if you want some cookies. Just DM me and I'll send you my current menu.
Yes, sir.
And we can get it popping from there.
Hey, I haven't had them yet, but I'm pretty confident they're gonna be delicious.
Yeah, man. Also, I am rebooting my photography brand. It's gonna be called Alluring Images. So I'm working on that right now. I'm trying to roll that out now. Actually, I've been talking to a couple models and trying to set up some shoots. So
already, look forward to seeing those images, and I'm sure just for promotional purposes and shit like that.
Definitely promotional purposes, man. But yeah, I'm about to revamp that and get that back rolling again. I'm not doing no weddings though, so please don't contact me for that.
Already,
I do everything except weddings because it's just a headache.
Well, right now, because as time progresses,
if I build a team,
there you go. Then open that particular window.
It'll open that gate back up.
Yeah, there you go.
By myself, man, it's just too much fucking work.
Yeah, all consuming.
Fuck that.
Go out and watch Clarity. The links to that be in the description box. Go watch Dez. Get yourself prepared for Dez 2 coming later on this summer. Hopefully before kids go back to school. But and The Devil's Lobby. We're about to resume filming that. As it's recording, we should have already finished Act 2 out. Act 1. And then get ready to film the rest of Act 2. And then that should be in the can and for editing. And so you start seeing posters and stuff like that. Shout out to Deshaun T. Berry, Keith Harper, everyone involved in all the productions. Dylan, Weatherly, everybody on the team. I really appreciate your consideration, your time and efforts, and everything I got going. And hey, subscribe to the channel. I don't even got to say much on that. You got anything else before we go reset?
Nah, man. Y'all enjoy the commercial and come back to the other side with us. What it do, man? Hey, I hope y'all enjoying the podcast. Do me a favor. Go on YouTube right now. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell, man. We out here doing big things. We want y'all to stay tuned on everything we got coming up. So, with that being said, to keep up with us, do as I just instructed. You got something?
Exactly what the brother just said. What the hell are you waiting on?
Yeah, do that.
Hope you're enjoying yourself here at the channel. And like I said, to subscribe like I did on the front end of that thing. Hit that button. Hit the notification bell too, so you get the notifications when things go out fresh.
Yeah.
And hopefully you like. And also, I really encourage those, if you're watching, put your comments in the comment section so we can kind of have a continued conversation later on. Keep the narrative overall and the conversation going.
I noticed, man, we've been getting a few
here and there.
comments.
Here and there, we are.
More than usual.
Yeah, the engagement is going up, and we want to continue that particular process.
Yeah.
We encourage that.
Yeah.
Make friends in the comments and be adults about things, because we're adults.
Right.
We ain't trying to have stupid shit going on.
Right.
Well, you're speaking about some other kids' childhood memories, whatever. Say you can throw something my way to see if I remember something.
Yeah, let's dive in, man. To
now, keep in mind, we about 4 years apart, so
it's still in the same area.
already.
You probably just understood it a little more than I did.
Okay, what about it?
Let's dive into Nickelodeon.
Now you talking about all that Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Yeah, around that era. I used to love that show.
Yeah, that's a tight ass game show for kids.
I used to love that show.
I didn't really care for Guts and shit like that.
Yeah, I ain't like that either.
I didn't give a fuck about the song.
I like Double Dare.
Double Dare was straight.
But
Legend of the Hidden Temple was tight.
That was fire.
Shout out to Carmen San Diego too. That wasn't on Nickelodeon, but
nah, that was on
PBS and shit like that. But go back to Nickelodeon. What about Nickelodeon?
What you think about
man,
what was the name of the show with dude from Baby Boy on there? Was it Camp Onawana?
Camp Onawana.
No.
In our heart.
Wild and Crazy Kids.
Oh, okay. That's just like Road Rules of Children.
That shit was hard though.
It's been a while. I gotta go back and watch the clip.
It was kind of like summer camp.
No,
guys,
it was literally like Road Rules. You remember a show on MTV called Road Rules? With the white. Okay, you had Real World where they was in the house, right? Mm-hmm. Road Rules was basically the same reality, but they was on the road all the time. That reminds me of when you said Wild and Crazy Kids. They was at the camp, but they was really doing just wild and crazy shit.
I think Kale Thompson was in there.
It's been a while. I remember the show. I don't see.
Epps, what's his name?
You talking about not Omar, but you talking about
his brother? No, Gooding.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, his brother.
Yeah, the one who had Baby Boy.
Yeah, what's his name?
Fuck.
Omar Gooding.
You could be.
I think that's it.
You could be hitting in the right part. That could be a double or a triple right there.
Yeah.
But I do remember the name. I kind of remember the structure of the show. It just been a while. Like, I didn't control or delete that from my mind, but it definitely got put in the trash can. And he asked me, "Are you sure?" I didn't click yes or no yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What about Pete and Pete? Oh shit, I stumped him with that one. Okay, Goosebumps.
Oh man, come on! I used to read them books a lot.
Was it scary to you?
Once again, going back to me being introduced to horror as a young kid, no.
It was.
I enjoyed it because now, for those who are Goosebump fanatics, eventually it got to the point where you can choose your own endings. I don't even remember that particular aspect of it.
Nah.
Oh shit! So yes, Goosebumps had their series of different books. Even when the puppets would come alive, the lawn gnomes would be alive. Whatever you can introduce, but as time goes on, and they had to bring new readers to the overall material, they had stories where you choose your own endings, and so you read up to a certain point, and then it gives you an option. If you choose this option, go to page this, and then it'll continue the story.
Well, I never read the books.
What?
I always watch the show.
So the show would just bring those particular books to life.
Right.
Now, could it do it full justice? Just like anything, it's hard to capture everything from the book. But for the most part, if I remember correctly as a child, it did all right. But as a kid, and so this is not nothing on you. It's unfortunate, even in today's time, and I encourage my kids too, when they was at a certain age to do it. Motherfuckers just don't want to read at all, man. It's just everybody's attention span so short. So as a child, I was that nerd. I went to a book fair. Yeah. I grabbed like a motherfucker. I was in not necessarily a book club, but it's like a little reading competition in school where if you read so many pages, of course you had to prove yourself, get to answer questions, in relation to the material. You couldn't lie about it. But anyway, I just grabbed the actual books and read these motherfuckers. Front end to the back, see the end of the conclusion. So when I seen the show we talking about, I was like, oh, that's tight. But I already knew the story because I already read the book. Mm. So you got these people who are real nerds about Harry Potter and shit. Mm-hmm. at that one point in my life, yeah, I was a nerd like Goosebumps.
My wife.
Harry Potter.
What?
So it'd be interesting to hear her thoughts on them bringing that back, but going back.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole new.
So Warner Brothers, this is some nerd shit as far as the business. They didn't have the full rights to the Harry Potter franchise. It was licensed out to, I think, Universal. So they couldn't themselves bring out certain material until certain rights reverted back to them. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, now that Warner Brothers has the full rights, they're going to relaunch and reboot the franchise in a sense.
I'm listening. I'm just looking at that big ass airplane.
So yeah, they're going to
behind you.
Oh yeah, it's a military aircraft. It's like a C-130.
That motherfucker big.
Yeah. So that's not a C-17. That's a C-130. But they getting their hours in.
Yeah, they training.
They training right now. So anyway, they bringing the franchise back with a new cast and crew and shit like that. Unfortunately, myself, if I was running the show, I would want to keep the existing people and show them their adult years, not go back. Because a lot of people who made the franchise popular and put money in the hands of Warner Brothers, they grew up with these characters. How you gonna have these same older people want to be introduced to some more children when they already attached to the old crew? They ain't gonna make no money. So getting back to the misses and people who may be nerds about that particular material, it'd be interesting to see what they think about the new introduction.
We talked about that last week, how some shit just don't need to be messed with.
No, you can build upon certain things, but yeah, you don't got to go back. Okay, Harry Potter came out, I want to say the first one came out like 2000, it could be 2003-ish.
That sounds about right, 2002,
yeah.
2003.
And so, you talking about, that shit probably ran, let's say 13 years. As far as all 7 movies, because they broke the last one down to 2 of them. Deathly Hallows was broken down to 1 and part 2, if I remember correctly. And so now you got to go back in time and start all over. That's a lot to ask for your viewing audience. Now the video game is doing numbers, but that's doing well because you're able to be a different character in this existing narrative, and you have your own journey.
That just came out not too long ago, didn't it?
Last year. Came out like third, fourth quarter last year, if I remember correctly.
I remember seeing that.
Hogwarts Legacy or some shit it's called.
Yeah.
And it's doing well as far as numbers. It's selling well. People, and those who enjoy that particular franchise are enjoying the game. So I'm happy for you guys who are Harry Potter fanatics. Hey, hats out to you. Also, speaking of franchises, I don't know if you do you watch you know anything about the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Well, they come out with a prequel series, I believe it's a prequel series, starting this November.
Katniss Everdeen.
Yes, but this particular narrative, I think if I'm remembering, if I'm wrong, correct me down below. I want to say this is a storyline prior to her existence, in a sense.
Well, so it's going to be about her parents?
No, it's not, I don't think anything dealing with her. It's just like the overall world that she came from, the events that led up maybe up to that. Some shit like that.
So, I know that you mentioned the Harry Potter video game. Let's take it back nostalgic a little bit.
Oh, Nintendo? Going back to that, that's my day. I didn't play Atari. That was way before me.
That wasn't way before you.
Well, fuck you.
It wasn't way before you.
Yeah.
But that was the first thing you remember playing was Nintendo?
Yeah, my first video game was a Nintendo. It was literally Mario and Duck Hunt. The dogs laugh at me all the time.
The little orange.
So I got good with that trigger.
Yeah.
But see, that shit was kind of. So
it wasn't accurate.
No, I was just saying because you can get close to the TV,
right?
And be like, come on, I'm
and you be clicking and like
and the bird right there, boom, 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 boom. Like, man, what the fuck?
Right.
And you want to shoot the dog while you laughing, but that shit ain't working because the dog can't get shot.
Right.
But yeah, that shit was bullshit. But I'm happy for what it was. It's crazy, man. Life is life, right? There's elements of shit that we be introduced as kids that at this particular time of the existence of the world, we may not need to be introduced so much to as far as guns. But it was just funny because you think about it, like, you know what? This has been a part of our life since a little kid.
Right.
But it was separation. This was a video game.
Right.
I'm not carrying this fucking, well, anyone called it a blicky then. It was way before they called it a Nina. it was a gun.
Yeah, it was
simply just a gun.
It's a gun.
We got so many damn nicknames now for code speak.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just like, Duck Hunt, Mario. That's my first introduction.
My first video game system was Sega.
Yeah, of course. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Boy, oh my God.
Hey, shout out to Sonic, because I'll say Sonic later.
I had Sonic 1.
Of course.
Sonic 2.
Yes.
Then they introduced me to, I don't know if you remember this, man, but of course you had the cartridges.
Yes, sir.
They had a cartridge to where you can open the top and stick another cartridge on top. I had this, so that's how I know I remember.
Okay.
I don't know if too many people remember that, but that's when I got introduced to Knuckles.
Shout out to Knuckles.
And
he a G.
Yeah, I didn't know they was like enemies though. Back then, I thought they were friends.
How? I bet you weren't paying attention to you was just playing the game.
I was just playing the game.
Yeah, but you had to just be playing the game.
I was just playing the game, and yeah, it was dope, bro. Like Sonic the Hedgehog I still play that shit to this day. I actually downloaded that shit on my PlayStation 4.
Yes, sir.
Tried to play it the other day, but I think something went wrong and it wouldn't play. But Sonic the Hedgehog, man, I think my second game console was a PlayStation.
Oh, he skipped what? Damn. Before you even went that far though, I can stick to the arcades and shout out to Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat, man.
You made me more of a Street Fighter guy.
I was.
Fuck Street Fighter.
I was. Street Fighter was the man.
But I'm over Mortal Kombat, and I introduced that shit in the arcades. So if you local, it was a little bowling alley in Southwest. It's now Charlie's Place. But back then, my grandmother and her group of friends and family, they lived in the bowling league. And so every Saturday, while they bowling competitively on the lanes, motherfucking quarters can go a long way back then. Mm-hmm. And so they give us a roll of quarters, split them up amongst us as far as little cousins, relos.
That's crazy, man.
And we go to arcades and we'll be basically distracted for a couple of hours. And I was always in that line playing Mortal Kombat. Either that or the Terminator, little pinball machine.
You took me back with that one, man. When you said a roll of quarters.
No, seriously.
I have not seen that shit in forever.
Yeah, man. They go to the little cash where you get your bowling ball, well not bowling ball, your shoes and same little spot where you get the food or whatever, and literally they have rolls of quarters. They would get I think it's $10 bills.
Yeah.
You get your roll of quarters, and we had to divide this shit up, and we'll be distracted. Get a couple of dollars for some nachos, or whatever they have in the concession stand, and all the kids be over here in the arcades while the parents down there getting it in.
Yeah.
Bowling turkeys and shit.
Yeah. Man, it was the days, bro.
Yeah, man.
So between what game system came out from Sega between PlayStation? Because you sound like you made it seem like I missed some shit.
Well, because you skipped over Sega Saturn.
Yeah, I really wasn't into that.
Because it didn't last that long. But that was like the initial introduction to the disc.
It's kind of like the Sega GameCube. It really didn't.
Well, yes. But the Sega.
Not Sega GameCube. That was Nintendo GameCube. I'm thinking about the Sega Dreamcast.
Yes. But see, that's later on.
Yeah. But I'm saying it really didn't thrive.
The reason why I say that, well, no, because it was basically the inception of the concept of the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because they were trying something new. There was reformatting from cartridge to disc.
Right.
And they tried something new. Was it a fail? Yes. But they revamped their shit, got their shit together and seen what they failed from and said, you know what, boom, rebrand. PlayStation. And that's when you come in with your idea of where your mind went to as far as boom, PlayStation. Because my first PlayStation, I had Crash Bandicoot.
That's a given. You gotta have Crash.
I had, what's that, Rapper the Rapper?
Shout out to Parappa the Rapper, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
that game literally taught me so much about my controller. Like when I first got a PlayStation,
he got his first bars from there.
Look, when I first got my PlayStation, bro, and I was a small kid. I was probably like 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? So
punch.
I'm looking down at my stick, and you know when you play games, you can't look at your stick and look at the TV too. Yeah, you gonna fuck around and lose.
Yeah.
So Parappa the Rapper really taught me how to.
But that's what it was for, though. That's why they knew that. Yeah. People people up to that point were used to the A and B. That was it.
That's it.
A and B and directional buttons.
That's it.
They knew motherfuckers. They had to condition us to get ready for the new evolution in gaming.
Right.
So yeah, Pat Ryder Rapper, shout out to your ass because
for real.
Guys like myself and people all around the world got used to not even looking at the controller no more.
For real.
Now you know R1, you got R2, L1, you know all this shit.
Yeah.
Now you got the little L3s, analogs, the involved too, options button sometimes depending on.
Yeah.
And even now I don't have a PS5 now. I'm broke.
You ain't broke. Don't speak that into existence.
Well, I can't get to the PS5 right now, but I will get there. I was telling Junior, shout out to Junior, talking to him last night.
He got one?
No. But we were both saying we probably about a year and a half out.
Yeah.
And so now, you know, well, PS4 games, certain games, like for example, these scary games, you got to stay still. So you can't even move your fucking...
Talking about like Resident Evil and
well,
shit
that,
like that.
or Until Dawn, the whole series of games where you have to stay still, your character can't move, so you keep the stick still.
Yeah, they super sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Yeah.
So everything, the whole controller is a part of the gaming now.
Right.
But back to what you said about Pat Rapper the Rapper, it was getting us ready for that next evolution in gaming.
Right.
And that shit was tight.
Yeah, man, that was probably the greatest investment as far as gaming for me, man, because it taught me my stick like in and out. But
you couldn't get them damn discs scratched, boy. Because when you scratch your shit, it's over. Back in the day, car you can blow this shit. Put them up again, but you scratch it back then.
Man, I used to hate.
There was no disc cleaner. You couldn't really do shit.
I'm gonna tell you what game, man. Shout out to my cousin, man. He put me on this shit. Splinter Cell.
Oh hell yeah.
Man, I used to love that game, bro. And once again, we was kids, so we really didn't take care of shit like we were supposed to.
You probably aggressively taking the shit out, cracking shit in half.
And getting the disc guy scratched, and you put it in, and when the game loading up, it'll just freeze on that Sony screen.
Yes, sir.
That's all you saw.
Motherfuckers putting two discs in the same fucking... No, people came to my house... Don't put my game and put it in the right box.
That blowing breath, that shit didn't work.
Nope, you couldn't put the shirt. You couldn't take your shirt and do that no more.
Couldn't do no alcohol.
Nope.
Nothing. Nothing worked. If your shit was scratched,
it's over with. But it's over with. And also, just real quick, going back to those gaming days. Now, this is the Mortal Kombat shit. Even Resident Evil 2. You would buy the game and go to the store and get the booklet to come with it. For like
the codes
or move sets or because like
damn, I remember that.
Because something depending on the game, the story was in there.
Right.
Like shout out to Mortal Kombat again. Whatever character was available in the game, they had like the character page with their name, their background, and then the story up to that point when you play it.
Yeah.
And shit like that was just cool because you could buy some games you couldn't play without the fucking booklet. You needed the fucking tutorial and the guide. So if you remember these particular aspects of gaming, I don't miss those days, but I remember and enjoyed those games in those days because you had the booklet, the game. You know, as a kid, you know, especially in the summer, you had no bedtime.
Boy,
so you be all night playing the game.
So let's take it up a notch.
All right, now are we teenagers now? Or are we talking about just something more about games? Preteens, all right.
So you mentioned Mortal Kombat a lot, and you say I'm a Street Fighter guy.
Yeah, I played it, but
hands down, if I had to choose, I would definitely choose Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat. That's just me. That's just my choice.
So Tekken in the middle for you?
I was just about to bring it up. How you feel about Tekken?
Once again, shout out to the creators of Tekken. Interesting. Go ahead.
What you were just talking about, the moves and the shit?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tekken for going to putting your moves into the
menu.
The menu.
Yeah.
That shit was, man.
They need, because for example, one of my favorite characters in Tekken was King.
Yeah.
He was the grappler, the wrestler.
Yeah.
And I was trying my best because if King got a hold of you, depending if you knew what you were doing, he wouldn't let go. A combination of just different submissions and power moves and KO be over with.
Right.
And my second favorite character was Paul Fury.
You ain't like Law?
I mean, Law was just no. Because I had Liu Kang over here in Mortal Kombat if I really want to get down. You know
who I like the best?
I'm not Paul Fury. Brian Fury. He had the fish hook, and he would hit you with a fish hook. He would like chuckle or some evil innocent grin, and he would throw your ass over and shit. He had a fucked up face scar.
Yeah.
He had a little gray hair. He reminded me of the guy from Don't Breathe.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, Brian Fury.
My favorite character was Lee.
All right.
Cold with the kicks, and he had hands.
Yeah.
And he was kind of unorthodox, so you never knew what he was coming with.
Yeah.
I fuck with Lee.
Do you fuck with Eddie Goro? Eddie Gorgo, what is his name? The guy from Brazil with the legs.
Yeah.
He would do his thing with the legs. He was really a leg motherfucker.
He was cool.
Another game that we would be remiss if we. So I didn't really fuck with. I mean, I fuck with Tekken, but I was really a Killer Instincts guy.
Never played it.
Oh, you never played Killer Instinct. You know what I'm talking about, right? You had the ultra combos. Yeah, this really was the game that introduced combos, like 10-hit combo, 12-hit combo, 14-hit combo, 20-hit combos.
I'm gonna tell you what introduced combos to me. For me, you remember Bloody Roar?
Ooh.
Where you start off as a human being, a character, but once you start hitting so many combos, you turn into a fucking monster.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes,
bro.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Bro.
So I can't say I do remember that. I do remember enjoying that.
That game was hard as fuck, bro.
So I don't know which one came. That could have came first, but I know Killer Instincts made it a purpose, a mission of their fucking, I guess, gaming engine, where combos was the shit. And so, even if you didn't know what you were doing, a person just picking up the controller can do a 5 or 6-hit combo easily.
That's how Bloody Roar was.
But for those who were real good, one of my favorite characters in Killer Instinct was Orchid. She was a young lady with the fucking staff and shit like that. She turned into like a fucking, I think, not a leopard, but some kind of animal, cat, feline type animal, cougar or whatever. Anyway, you can just put this shit together. You do literally a 30-hit combo. Now the ultra combos at the end, which it's like a little meter. When the meter got so low on your opponent, you hit the right button, 100-hit combo, and it'd be ultra combo.
Damn.
Nah, I'm not lying. Go back when your free time, you have some free time on it. We're taking the shit. Put this shit on YouTube. Killer Instinct ultra combos, and just watch the new game. They feel tight. Go back and watch the old ones. And like you had Cinder, Glacier, Orchid, like I spoke to, Skeletor.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Skeletor. Yeah.
He had the guy. He was basically a dead pirate.
Please turn that shit off.
And so, once you get that particular combo in, it'll go on for like another 2 minutes. Yeah. And you'll be sitting there watching, and it'll be like, oh.
And they just automatically doing the shit while you just chilling.
Once you put
the code in, they doing the thing.
And it's ultra. And then it had a little stage fatalities every once in a while too. But now it was known for the ultra combos. While Mortal Kombat had the fatalities, Killer Instinct had the ultra combos. That kind of gave them the distinction. And for those who like both or either or, it brought something different to the fighting game aspect. Because Street Fighter didn't have that. It had combos, but it had the story more. In Bison, you had Guile, Camby down the line, Chun-Li, shit like that. The Tekken had, like I said, we talked about King, Eddie Gorgo. I'm getting that wrong. Sorry about that.
What was the dude's name with the hat? Kind of like almost robotic almost. His name started with an M. I used to call him Mitsubishi because I never could pronounce dude's name.
You start with a Y. Start with a Y.
Yeah.
Yoshitashi.
Yeah, I used to call him Mitsubishi.
He was like,
yeah, he did like this spinning moves.
Yeah. He can sit down. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he was cold too.
Yeah, he was cold. And Tekken was tight.
Yeah.
Every game that we talking about, there's a reason why, even to this day, like I think Tekken. So this year, right now, you have Street Fighter 6 coming out.
What?
Yeah. They come out, I think in a couple weeks or whatever, like June. You have Tekken 8. I think Tekken 8 right now is coming out soon. Mortal Kombat is kind of starting from. It's called Mortal Kombat 1. If you played Mortal Kombat 11, you kind of know where the story is going. That come out in September. And of course, GTA 6 around the corner. Spider-Man 2 dropping this fall too. That shit looks so fucking cold. Man, but these games are coming out at a high clip because they're getting ready to get that third quarter money, that fourth quarter Christmas money.
I really don't even keep up with releases like that no more, man.
Well,
it's not. I don't have time.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah. So
'cause once again, talking to Junior last night, and he was asking me, I got to play my game. I said, no, I don't have a time, which is fine because when you're stuck in your purpose, it's one thing. That's one thing about being an adult, especially if you're striving to become something better. Mm-hmm. Whatever you spend your time in doing, you're gonna get those same equal results. If you're not putting any time towards whatever your purpose is, you never obtain your purpose.
Yeah.
And so, no, games not in my, because even like, if you ever play, Ghost of Tsushima?
Who?
Ghost of Tsushima, I think I'm saying it right. Mm-mm. It came out like last year or whatever. It's a nice samurai game. Part 2 is about to be coming out pretty soon. But anyway, these games are about to be coming back out to get that money and some good shit out there. But, like I said, I don't have time. I'm trying to think of another game back in the day that was real cold. Streets of Rage back in the day.
I remember that.
That was on like back in the day, long time ago.
What about Mario Kart?
I mean, of course, that's Super Nintendo.
64. That was 64.
Oh, sorry about that. You're right, 64. My bad.
64, man. That was the shit, bro. 007. GoldenEye.
Of course. I mean, I didn't say Tomb Raider.
Man.
No, you can't shit on Tomb Raider.
No, I'm not about to shit on it, but I was young when it came out.
That shit was cold from
I couldn't understand it. Like, the only thing I remember about Tomb Raider, and I finally figured it out later on down the line, was I was stuck in a fucking cave.
You couldn't get your way out?
I could not get out that cave, bruh.
That's what you see. Back then, they had the books to help your ass out.
I didn't have no book, so I was freestyling it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, yeah, but I'm saying they had tutorials or some kind of form where you could have got your ass out that cave.
But I finally got out the cave.
Okay.
And I started enjoying the game.
There you go.
I was like, cool.
No, back then, they didn't. One thing I was enjoying, especially at that time, the games weren't spoon feeding you everything. You had to really find your way out of certain scenarios.
Yeah.
Put puzzles together. Challenge you from a strategical standpoint where you can make your way and survive whatever you need to do to prolong the mission and keep going.
I can't leave without.
No, you good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't go without saying, shout out to all the Maddens, man.
Every iteration.
From Madden 94. I think that's when I started playing Madden. It was 94. From there all the way up until like Madden 2022.
There you go.
I stopped really playing it after that because it kind of got repetitive.
Yeah, because definitely there were some years where they didn't really introduce much.
Yeah, man.
But it had to because of the new year, so new different rosters, people do change teams. Yeah. It makes sense. We had to come out every year.
Yeah.
But if I had nothing, I understood.
But shout out to Madden, man. That was a staple.
Anything else before we kind of close this thing out?
Oh,
got a couple more minutes. We had so much we can talk about our childhood.
NBA Street on PlayStation.
Well, I would say even back then,
NBA Ballers.
Go back further.
NBA Jam.
There you go.
Yeah,
he's heating up.
Yeah, I know.
Even back, I didn't go even further, not further back, but midway. Fucking NFL Blitz.
Oh man, I hated that fucking game. I had a love-hate relationship with that game.
Man.
I hated that game.
I love that shit, man.
I liked it, but I hated it.
But breaking ribs and motherfuckers.
Yeah, because you think you finna get a touchdown and they come out of nowhere.
Out of there.
They come out of nowhere.
Get your ass out of bounds and shit.
And knock your noodles off. But I'm trying to think, brother.
Hell, you talking? Junior spoke about this too. The boxing games back in the day.
Oh, Ready to Rumble. Afro Thunder. Shout out to Afro Thunder. All the fight nights.
Yeah.
Was fire.
Yeah.
Fight nights was fire.
Shout out to Resident Evil. We spoke about it briefly.
That game was actually scary.
No, those were good games. Resident Evil 2 was good. You had 2 discs. And you can kind of play, you play one character, Chris Redfield. Yeah. Other one played the other woman, and just go back and forth. And whatever you can accomplish over here will carry over to the second game. And you can go back sometime and open up, do a lockable thing. So like, it was
had to have a memory card for this shit.
Of course. Shout out to the memory card.
Everybody that had no memory card now.
And you could save your points.
Yeah.
And don't let you have a full memory card.
Ah, man.
You're sick. Like, I got to delete my progress on another game.
I had like 3 of them full.
There you go.
So.